door behind me, so if you just want to hit the wall and hang out right over here. I'm thrilled that you're not annoyed that I'm standing in front of your, this is your room, right? Yes. That I'm not, that you're, by the time I give my last tour at 11 o'clock, you're going to be like, shut her up. Make it stop. You get everybody? Thank you. Now the first thing I'll show you guys is that the tops of these doors are not exactly straight. This is when I tell you that the hotel was built by Irish stonemasons that took beer breaks at 11:30 and 3. That's true. Now Michael was one of these Irish stonemasons. They were from St. Louis, and at 17 years old he was a professional. This was his family's business. He was a well-versed mason. Now he's up at the top of the building. At this time it's only about 3 stories high, and beams where the hotel rooms are going to be. Remember I told you they're dry fit. That means before it came together, it had some wobbly spots in it. It wasn't quite all the way stable, but he knew what he was doing. Except for, he was a fairly good-looking boy, and he liked the ladies just the same. And so he saw a young lady walking through what's now the garden. He waved, she waved. He couldn't help himself. He had to impress her. So he starts to do a jig up on that wobbly wall, falling off onto the beam that is now room 218, and that's what makes it Michael's room. Now, he is my second poltergeist of the night, and he likes to do regular poltergeisty things. Even some people have heard a bag of cement hit the floor, what sounds like that, and it might have been Michael's demise. He likes to tie towels and curtains into knots, and he's been known to open those set of French doors, and even after they have been closed and locked, people have woke up in the morning with them wide open. Now, he does like the lady. Oh, yeah. Watch for that one. Now, he does like the ladies. That is why it's our most requested room in the hotel, because actually, ladies' nights or ladies' weekends and bachelorette parties, they like to stay in Michael's room, and he appreciates it too, so he lets them know by being quite active. So he likes to stroke their hair, he does a little tickle. We had one young lady, probably about 17 years old. Oh, she's already, I know. She was about 17 years old, probably about Michael's age, and she was actually a little rude about how stupid the ghosts were, how she didn't believe in that kind of stuff, how the stinky old hotel, she had to stay in here, and Michael wanted to give her a real shock, so he put his arms around her, gave her a great big hug. It felt so real that she ran out of the hotel room telling her parents they'd have to find somewhere else for them to stay tonight. She wouldn't be staying here. Now, I'll also tell you that he used to play this little trick with women. He used to take the shower curtain, pull it back in the middle of a shower. He used to turn the water very hot or very cold, and they'd have to jump out. Yeah, for his benefit. Now, since we did a little renovation there, we had put in the big glass door where the shower curtain used to be, thinking that would stop it. But unfortunately for you, I heard a couple weeks ago one of my guests tell me that he had turned the shower on twice in the middle of the night. She had to get up out of bed to turn it off, and she thought he was trying to entice her to come into that shower. So he's still sort of doing a similar trick. Now, when men stay in his room, he's a little bit more aggressive. He's been known to hit the wall behind the headboard. He's been known to take those sheets and rip them right off, especially in the wintertime, making it all nice and cold. And some men have even said that they have felt like they got pushed out of bed, ending up on the floor like they were 5 years old. He doesn't want to hurt anybody, though. Of course, he's not heartless. We actually had a woman that was staying here at the hotel, and this was a while back. She was staying here for her daughter's wedding. Now, this woman's teeth lived in the glass on the side of her bed while she slept at night. That's okay. But the morning of the wedding, she woke up and those teeth were missing. Now, even 3 glasses of wine won't get you there. Put them in your pocket, misplace your teeth. So she was kind of irritated. Now, she looked everywhere for these teeth, couldn't find them. She didn't want to not go to her daughter's wedding, so she decided she'll just get ready and smile with her mouth closed. She gets all dressed, she opens a brand new box of shoes that she had bought just for this wedding, slips her toe in the first shoe, and finds her teeth at the bottom of the shoe. Oh yes, now luckily they were brand new, she hadn't worn them before, she could pop those things right in and go to the wedding, it was all good. But of course he likes to play those tricks. He did give them back though, that shows he has a heart. Now we're going to move down to the end of this hallway. I've got another story for you before we head down one more floor closer to the morgue.